welcome to Aggie's Vine.
Jumbo.
If you are new to Aggie's Vine, subscribe and join the Vine family. Already a Vine, welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to share with you 7 different ways or steps that you can follow to get out of debt. Now, it's very important to get out of debt, and it's very important to keep your credit score at a good place wherever you are in the world, because people will not loan you or work with you if you have bad credit, okay? And so you want to make sure you keep your credit score clean, you keep your lending habits clean. That way, if you need a loan from a bank, or if you need to work in a company that will need to check your credit score, that you are on the good end of that road, okay? So here are 7 ways that you can get out of debt, and I will try to break them down. I'm not a financial advisor, so this is information that I just research and bring to you, hoping that it will be valuable and it will help you as it also helps me along. All right, so these are 7 steps that I found to be very useful if you want to get out of debt. And the first one is to create a budget. I know a lot of people who just don't have a budget, and I cannot tell you how important it is to have a monthly spending budget or a monthly operational budget, because this one will basically you want to start by figuring out how much money you have coming in at the end of the month. And then this will help you identify areas where you can cut back on spending and putting more money towards paying off your debt. So if you have a budget, you want to just see how much income it is that you're making every month and how much you're spending, how much is going out. So based on that, then you can decide where to cut down. That way you have extra money to put towards your debt, and that will help you get out of debt quicker or sooner. All right? And then you also want to prioritize your debts. So you want to make a list of all your debts and their interest rates, then focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. And this will help you save money on interest charges interest charges over time. So once you make a list of your debts and their interest rates, you want to see which one has the highest debt, or which debt has the highest interest, and then you want to start with that one. That way you can start paying that one off. And that's not to mean that you neglect the rest of the debt. You can put more money towards the one that has the highest interest rate, and then distribute the money down to the other debts as their interest rate goes down. All right? And then the third way that can help you to get out of debt is basically cutting back on your expenses. I mean, you want to cut down on things like entertainment, eating out, just spending on things that just don't add value as much into your life, or they just don't add value at that particular time and moment in your life. Like subscriptions. Now, subscriptions might be good based on what kind of subscriptions you have. You could have a financial magazine subscription that could give you tons and tons of tips on how to build your finances. That's not a bad subscription, but it's bad if it's putting you in debt. So you may want to cut down on those subscriptions, pay off your debt, and then go back to your subscriptions and see which ones you actually need versus which ones you want. All right? And then the fourth step that you can take towards getting yourself out of debt and working towards a financial free life is basically not consolidating your debts, but increasing your income. That's the 4th one. I jumped to the 5th one, sorry. So the 4th one is you want to increase your income. How do you increase your income? By supplementing it. Now, this is a great way to supplement your income. I have tons of videos listed with online side hustles that you can do from the comfort of your home. So that's a way you can supplement your income. You can freelance. You can list yourself on freelancing websites. I also have those in my previous videos, and I will list the descriptions I will list the links in the description. That way you can go ahead and check them out and see, what websites you can list as a freelancer to make that extra money. So you need to find ways to make extra income, and like I said, there are tons of ways to make that extra income, especially online now. And there are tons of videos out there giving information. I have some myself, and I will leave the links. That way you can get that as well. And then the fifth one is you want to consolidate your debts. So consolidating your debts is basically just putting your debts into just one large lump sum debt. And by consolidating them, you want to go into, you can get a personal loan to pay them off, like one huge personal loan. So you take all your debts together and see how much they come to, and see if you could be able to get a loan that could pay them off. Now, this way might not work for so many people, especially those who have bad credit or who have been in debt and listed with the collection agencies, because most banks will want to check that. So it doesn't hurt though to talk to your bank. If you've been banking with your bank for a long time, it doesn't hurt to talk to them and explain to them. If you have a financial advisor at your bank, or even if you don't, and you just go into your bank and ask to talk to a financial advisor, I'm sure they'd be willing to listen to you if it's a good bank, and advise you on how you can go forward with this. But debt consolidation is another way that you can take towards getting out of your debt. And the sixth one, and this one is something that I personally experienced because I worked as a collector, it's negotiating with your creditors. Now, if you have a bill that's sitting at home and you're looking at it and you're thinking, how am I ever going to pay this bill? Collection agencies are not your enemy. They're actually on the opposite end of it, they're your friend, okay? Collection agencies are not your enemy, and you want to change the relationship with them by calling them and just being friendly to them and talk to them. They will listen. They are willing to listen to you, because their job is to just make sure you pay that debt that's been sitting on their database for the longest time. So collection agencies will listen to you. They will give you a payment plan, and they will work with you to make sure you pay your debt and it's wiped off your credit list, okay? Now, I remember I used to work for a collection agency where people had medical bills stacked from here to there, and there's so many options of getting rid of these debts. It's just one phone call away. Do not shy from them. Do not even be upset when they call you. Talk to them. Listen to them, hear them out, and then give them your feedback. Tell them your situation and tell them, look, I can only afford to pay you $25 a month or $25 every 2 weeks towards this debt. It could be a $5,000 debt. It doesn't matter. But as long as you are making that effort to pay that debt off, that will start it will start shooting your credit score up, okay? It will start sitting so positively on your records as a borrower, and you might be amazed, just with a few months payment, your credit score starts to go up, okay? So that's another way that you could start, you could consider getting out of debt. Now, it doesn't have to be just for your credit purposes. It's also for you to maintain your good reputation, because when you pay your debts, your integrity is upheld, okay? And also the Bible tells us to pay all our debts except the debt of love, so it's biblical too. So you want to get out of debt by talking to your creditors and explaining yourself out. They are willing to listen to you, and they are willing to work with you, work a payment plan that can help you get out of debt. And of course, the last bit of it, stay motivated, okay? Do not lose hope. Do not feel like you are just sprinkling like a drop of water in the ocean or whatever. No. Just one bit, one step at a time, and before you know it, it could take you a year, it could take you 2, but as long as you're making those baby steps, I'm telling you, you will get there. And if you've been looking to buy a home, you'll be amazed. You could go into a bank and your credit score is up and you're approved. So take these steps to cleaning out your debt and getting out of debt and staying on a good financial path to achieving your goals and doing the things that you've always wanted to do or dreamed to do. You can get that good car that you've been wanting to get. You can get that dream house that you've been wanting to get. You can get a business loan and start that online business that you've been wanting to start for a long time. So the opportunities are endless. So just follow the steps and see if this doesn't work for you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I will see you in the next video. Bye, Harry.